As a little girl, all that I can ever remember doing is creating. In 2021, many of us watched the world fall apart. But for me, it was the beginning of something new, something I've dreamed of doing my whole life. The chaos of the pandemic started to subside, but inside I felt a sense of unease. I vowed to never allow an institution to have total control over my fate, my success, and my self-actualization. To exercise that belief, I decided to create a flyer on Canva, go to the library, print it out, and hang it up wherever I could. I even built up the courage to hand it out in person. This not only helped me to have courage in pursuit of my vision, but it also allowed me to feel confident in my creativity. This was honestly one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but it yielded the exact results that I wanted. Not only did I create some extra income, but I helped young women and girls feel as beautiful as they wanted. This journey allowed me to connect with women and girls on a very spiritual level. If you know me, you know I'm all about self-empowerment. As a young girl, I realized quickly the power in doing your hair. It didn't matter how bad your day was. As long as your hair was done, you felt like you could conquer the world. I wanted to pay it forward and give that gift back. Although this made me feel really happy, I also felt a sense of emptiness because art is something that spoke to me since I was a young girl. I wanted to find a way to incorporate them both instead of having to choose between one or the other. So I got the brilliant idea to get someone to model my jacket for me. I was riding the train and a very stylish, beautiful young girl caught my attention. I went up to her and asked her if she would be open to modeling my jacket for me, and she agreed. This marked the beginning of a new path, one that would change my mindset and the trajectory of my life for years to come. I chose the location, did her hair, and put like a few enhancements on her, like lashes, a little blush, a little makeup. And then I brought out my camera and started taking some conceptual pictures, inspired by Frances Cress Welsing and her book, The Isis Papers. This encouraged me to not only follow my visions, but to expand beyond my own perceived limitations. I started applying for grants, fellowships, residencies, doing anything that I could think of to put myself in a space to create. But I wasn't waiting for permission or validation to be. Unconsciously following the footsteps of some of the most influential creative directors I've ever known. And guess what? I won a grant. Winning that grant was a push in the right direction. It gave me the opportunity to fund my creativity in a way that I never even thought was possible. I get these visions to create art that represents my ancestry. It represents empowerment, self-empowerment, deep self-reflection, and being in alignment with your highest reality. The journey it took for me to get here required me to face myself, to become aware of the identity and the beliefs that I hold, and to cultivate a self-concept of self-mastery. Along the way, I started working with some of my close friends who are also in the artistic field. I felt like a kid all over again, but I was living out my dreams in a professional setting. Working with them allowed me to polish my understanding of taking something from your imagination and bringing it into reality. Needless to say, being a creative director and an artist is not for the weak. Day to day, new challenges arose, and I had to find creative ways in order to solve my problems, as well as building the fortitude to see my visions through. And I'm only getting better. As I'm building my portfolio, I'm learning that things don't get easier. I'm simply becoming better. A better student, a better leader. This is the legacy that I will be leaving. So I have no desire to feed into my doubts, but I do have humility to understand that nothing will ever be perfect. But in that imperfection lies progression. There's no way in the world that one person can know everything. And in my ignorance, I tried wearing many hats, thinking I could tackle the world as one person. But I've learned you need a team of like-minded and even elevated thinkers to show you that anything is possible. Sky's the limit as long as you master self.